and injustices that he continues to face, how his life changes drastically in 24 hours on several occasions. Intro. Last week we started with the topic of history about Jose, and some of the data that I remember are that Jose was 17 years old, that as parents, we should not have differences between our children, that Jose, when his father gave him an instruction, answered yes immediately without questioning it, that Jose was a dreamer, that people will want to kill your dreams and that our identity is in Jesus and it is something that they will not be able to take away our cape, but the identity is not that we carry within us. Word. Joseph sold into slavery. Paragraph Mark 25. Then they sat down to eat, and when they lifted up their eyes and looked, behold, a caravan of Ishmaelites was coming from Gilead with their camels loaded with aromatic resin, balm and myrrh, and they were going down towards Egypt. 26. And Judah said to his brothers, what shall we gain by killing our brother and hiding his blood? 27. Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites and let us not lay hands on him, for he is our brother, our flesh. And his brothers listened to him. 28. Then some Midianite merchants passed by, and they took Joseph out of the well, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And these took Joseph to Egypt. 350. But here we see another story. Children and Sarah are celebrating their misdeed. When we lived in the USA, I was always waiting for them to get home from school so I could eat and enjoy. Above all, Sharon was the one who made me laugh the most, and there must have been days when I laughed so much, who literally ended up on the floor with stomach pain. How Jose's brothers did this to him. Now imagine Jose's feelings, who must have experienced overflowing hatred. It was like losing his identity, his family, his future, his life, his dad, his house, everything. Have you ever felt like you've lost everything? Imagine being involved in this scene. It is an act of terrible injustice. Maybe God provides mysterious exits for our lives, paths that are not very pleasant. In our opinion, sometimes we will not be able to understand why God is allowing us to go through something difficult or unpleasant in our life, but the question, will we continue to trust in Him or will we start cursing our butt? Tragedy can be for God His starting point. Any path, no matter how bad it may seem, if it comes from God it must be full of blessing, even if it cannot be seen. Jacob mourns Joseph. Paragraph Mark 29. When Reuben returned to the well, behold, Joseph was not at the well. Then he tore his clothes. 30. And he returned to his brothers and said to them, the boy is not there. And where will I go? 31. Then they took Joseph's coat and killed a goat, and soaked the coat in the blood. 32. And they sent the coat of many colors and brought it to his father, and said, we found this. We ask you to examine it to see if it is your son's tunic or not. 33. He examined it, and said, it is my son's tunic. A beast has devoured him. Joseph has undoubtedly been torn to pieces.